Hi, B. Greaves here. Tonight I'm going to put a rear sight on my Glock 19. By the way, this is unloaded, nothing in there. I'm going to be taking it apart here. Now, I've already installed the front sight. I'm using these AmeriGlow cap sights, and they're pretty nice. It's got orange on it, and then there is a tritium insert in there made by Trigicon, and I think everybody has seen how to put these sights on the fronts. I use I got this little tool here off of eBay for like $5. That included shipping, and that's how you take the nut out. Now, when I do this, since these aftermarket sights are usually a little longer than the Glock sight, they tend to move around a little bit. So what I'll do is I put a dab of red Loctite just on the sight itself, and then I put a little bit on the screw when I put it in there, and that way after it gets all set up you won't have to worry about this one cocking one way or the other way, because sometimes they do have a little bit of wiggle room in there, and I always put a little dab of that red Loctite on there. But anyways, that one's all done. That only takes about 10 seconds to put on. Those are the easiest things. Glocks are easy because there's no dovetail on the front sight. You just do the screw and it's a piece of cake. So what I'm going to do tonight is put the back sight on, and a couple things I've got to do this. One of them is I bought this punch from Brownells, and I got the here's the this is the nylon brass punch set, and I think you can see that. And this is the aluminum punch that goes on that. So what I got was this is the set. It came with a nylon and a brass and the handle, and then I also ordered the aluminum one. And what's nice about these punches is you can use the handle on all of them. You just unscrew them, and you can put the brass one on, or the brass one here, or the aluminum one, and they work out real well. It seems like I never had a good punch when I needed one. So, and to tell you the truth, these was cheap. I think I got $8 in this this whole punch and the extra aluminum one. So another little thing I got this was this plastic things for my vise, and these are magnetic. They're really nice. I think I gave 12 bucks for these off of eBay, and they're waffled, and it's just nice for holding the slide, and it works out real well. A couple things you always want to have is you want a nice solid vise when you're doing this, and you don't want your vise or your bench moving, because that, when you have that extra movement, that's when you run the chance of hurting something. So I always make sure everything's good and solid when I do this. Now once I get this, you can just put the slide in here, and it don't have to be really tight, and you don't need these plastic things either. What I used to use is nothing more than a piece of leather, and just something like this where I wrapped around it like so. But I've done this enough that I thought I'd just invest on something for this little vise here that I got. So once you got that in there, you just take your punch and your mallet. If you have to, you get a bigger mallet, but I don't think we're going to need that. And something else I usually do is, these Glocks, they always have a little indicator here, so I'm going to make a little mark right here for the center. That's about the center of my sight there. That'll give me a reference point for when I'm putting in the other one. These are plastic, and they come right out, and I really hate to change them. They shoot so well. This was my target. I just got this the other day first time out, 7 yards. These are my first 2 shots. This is my 3rd shot, 4th and 5th shot, and then the 9 shots is right in there. And this is just after getting used to it. It's got a 5.5 pound trigger on it. It really shoots well. I hope my new sights work that well. So anyways, I'm going to knock this sight out of here. Pretty easy. There you go. Had to get on it. And you'll notice that it didn't hurt that sight at all. So both my Glock sights are still in good shape. Now I'm going to run over here, and I got my other sight has been in the freezer most of the day. Now what that should do is contract that sight so that it will slide in this dovetail a lot easier. And normally this works real well, but of course since I'm making a video of it this time, we'll see if it works. So hold on just a second, I'll run over there and get that. Now I always put it in a plastic bottle here. That way I don't touch the sight until I absolutely have to, because it's going to warm up very quickly. Oop, make sure I get him in right. Oh, looky there, he really went in there nice and easy. Gotta get him going here before he warms up too much. Oops. And hold on just a second here. Notice I did still have to get the bigger mallet out. Now I tend to push a little bit, so I'd like to bring my bullets over to the right just a smidgen. So I'm probably going to leave him just a little bit to the right. And I can always push him over a little more to the left. So he's just a touch to the right. Now, that really was pretty easy, because if you've ever put sights in before, you'll see that normally they don't go on that easy. So freezing the sight does work pretty well. And I'll go ahead and slip this back together. And see what we think of these here. Kind of hard for me to see the camera there, but not bad. I like them. That is a nice setup for sights. It's got just a little line in the back here, and you just put that right on there. Now this is supposed to be a right on hold, so it's not like a 6 o'clock hold, because you'll notice these sights are pretty low. So we'll get her out and give her a try. But that's the way I usually do it, and pretty easy. You know, freezing the sight worked out real well. You'll notice I didn't mar up my sights any, and it's a really nice sight picture. I really like that, and there you go. So just a couple things. These was Ameriglow cap sights, if I didn't mention that in the beginning. And the punches come from Brownells. They was about $8 for the whole set. The little front sight tool was from eBay, just a non-name brand. I think I gave $5, and that included shipping on that. And then, of course, the non-marring vice pads there. So there you have it. I don't think you could do it much easier. So hope you liked it, and thanks a lot.